Okay, so this is an old sluice box that I have. This is a Dream Mat 6x16, but I've had to put a piece of wood at the side to stretch it out and a bit of vortex down the end. Just incidentally, I now have a metal brake, so I can now make my own sluice boxes. So this is a section I thought I'd hit the jackpot on. You see where there's a super low pressure zone and it's all piled up gravel. You thought, yeah, look at this. Water's fast flowing on the right, not much flowing on the left. This would be a great spot to dig for gold. And as I dig into the ground, yes, you can see the ground changes color. And thinking, this is very good. The gravel is changing color with that nice clay material. But when you actually look at the gravel that's in the actual classifier, it's very thin material. And the reason being is the only reason that's a super low pressure zone is because a tree fell into it. That could have happened last year, it could have happened the year before. You just don't know. What you're really looking for is a super low pressure zone that was created when a flood event occurred. So you can see I'm just throwing water into it, and that works absolutely fine. Say we have to get a sucker tube, and then I come along the classifier. Now, unfortunately, this bucket was the wrong size. This is a wide mount bucket. It doesn't work with a Garrett half-inch classifier, and that's what I'm referring to. The reason I'm doing the voiceover is this microphone failed. I've since stopped using cable microphones, and I just go back to good old-fashioned iPhone 4S inverted in a pouch under my neck. That's why you'll often see that bulge under my neck. So yeah, I'm just digging again. I'm saying, okay, what if I go a little bit closer to that tree, right? And again, I'm thinking at the time that this is going to be a super low pressure zone. That's where we're going to find good gold. But then as you look what's coming, look at that. What's coming up? That's just sandy, silty material. There's no compaction there at all. You want compacted gravel. Anytime I do classes, I always work on a clay layer. No matter where I do classes, I'll always try and find clay because clay tends to act like a false bedrock. That's what we end up finding in that particular area. So here we have these kind of ferny sections here. This is a high point of gravel. I'll definitely be digging here. Here you would think, oh yeah, let's dig there. It's all mud there. No, gold's not going to have a chance to get caught. Here is your flood zone. Someone's created like a sluice box. So this is going to be tailing one off of the river. I wouldn't bother digging there. There's a little bit of clay stuff there again behind the tree. So this is explaining the sluice box. So it was basically just the old vortex mat. And then the Dream Mat on top. That's just all the camera kit off to the side. And you can see where I've just bolted it, held it in place by a bolt. It's just a very basic. But again, because the sluice was a bit too wide, just put in a piece of wood. And to be honest with you, it worked fine for about 5-6 years. It's absolutely fine. Right, so it looks like that's where the video ends. So a couple of things I would say is don't try looking for this place. Maybe two reasons. One, there's not a speckle of gold there. I lost the footage from the original end of this video, and also the audio stopped working. There's very few places nowadays, you know, we often see it online where someone says, oh no, it's a public place, I can film here. Well, this particular location is very much a, oh no, you cannot film here. It was all right in the forest section where the river was, but it was more to do with what was behind. I'm not going to say what it is, but use your imagination on that one. Right, so I'll wrap it up here for today, and thanks for watching. And what we'll do on a different day is I'll review older videos that I've done, and again, kind of critique the way I've done things. Again, it's about 8 years ago since I filmed this.